Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Ramaseva, Ramyaseva is the beautiful series that we have taken up in an attempt to actually compare and contrast the enthusiasm that we can get from Ramayana and then how to apply it in the current situations. So we have come to a very interesting point in the story where now um, important fighters, soldiers like Indrajit have been killed. Even Kumbhakarna is killed in one of the days, and finally Ravana comes on one of the days to fight Rama. He's defeated and then sent back, and then everybody advised Ravana to surrender to Rama, but he wouldn't, and then he finally comes back, and Vibhishan, with the help of Vibhishan, Rama fires one arrow with which Ravana is killed now. So, with this, the whole world is rid of the wickedness that we are talking about. And finally, Rama coronates Vibhishana, the king of Sri Lanka, and then he goes back, he flies back in Pushpaka Viman to Ayodhya, and then in turn he gets coronated there. So this is a beautiful, joyful ending of this entire story called Ramayana, which we know. But let us look at the symbolism that this last part of it suggests really to us. Indrajit, which is this latest mutant of the virus, etc., that is coming up, the more virulent, the more magical, the more fast one, actually is killed. It will get, this will stop, and it will lose its efficacy because of the goodness and the service orientation that is being taken up, Rama and Lakshmana. And further, Kumbhakarna, who is actually symbolic of inactivity, that has come up because of all this, the lockdowns and then the kind of thing that depression that it has brought about will be killed, which means the inactivity will go away and then everybody is going to get more active on the in this world. And finally, Ravana himself is invited, and then probably the threat is there for the entire virus itself, the secretive small tendencies in us to actually fade away, and then it could be it is given an opportunity to probably exist at certain level, which is like asking the virus to surrender. But because it doesn't surrender and it still causes some problems somewhere, it is decided humanity and all the goodness with its service orientation actually kills the virus and all the negativity and then the wickedness. So this is what we can assume is the Ramayana story telling us. And Vibhishana, which is the goodness part of it, which is the, like we said, the the vaccination that helped us. Though it belongs to the same kind of antibodies, etc., and that helped us in actually combating this, has been coordinated at the subconscious level, because at the subconscious level there has to be some positive virus and then positive microorganisms that always have to help us in various ways. So the good aspect of all that, the microorganisms are left in the world into a new age that we are going to be led into, and Rama flies back, which means the goodness now comes back to the center of our existence, which is like the heart, that is Ayodhya, and then he installs himself there as the king, as the emperor, which is to say that Rama sits back in our heart, which means that by now we have actually brought in this kind of goodness into all the areas of our life, and we are completely equipped. We had seen through the most desperate situations in terms of actually what has been impacting our society and therefore what has been impacting us. We came over all that with a lot of positivity and then faith in the goodness and service orientation that we have taken up, and then we are going to win and victory shall be ours, which is indicated by the Pattabhishekam of Rama, which we all celebrate on Ramanavami Day. So this is the joyful way in which surely we are going to cross over this period also, and the world is going to be pretty happy. So we should all be looking forward to that point, is what I feel, sisters and brothers. And as I told every time, don't give way to negativity. Don't give way to thoughts that bring us down. If possible, send across positivity to people, and then send across this positive videos like this, share with people and tell them that good news is around the corner. This is not the time to despair. This is the time to pray well, serve more, and then help more people. So that is what we'll keep as our agenda. So this attempt that has been done in terms of saying Rama Seva as Ramya Seva has been a humble small effort in trying to remind all of ourselves that this great epic of Ramayana, which stood as an example for centuries and centuries, it still is equally applicable to us. When we look at it, we know that all that we have to do is come out of our comfort zone, stick to goodness, do service to others, and then help everybody, and then we also get helped, and the world is going to be a better place. So with this final few words, thanks for being with me in this journey of Ramaseva Ramya Seva. So if it is God's will, we are going to meet back again, probably in a different series of conversations. Take care, and then continue to wear your mask in all the interactions, continue to sanitize yourselves, continue to maintain social distance, continue to be carry all the positivity, and then particularly ensure that through social media and then through what you forward to other people, always send positive news. With this, I take leave from each one of you. Sarve jana sukhino bhavantu.